Prophecies of the Age of Aquarius by MAGES Bakongo. Part 2. Mikavi Massa video. Subscribe and share and comment. Each of this era lasts 2,000 years. During 2,000 years, the Archangel who supervises this era retires, and another comes to take his place, and he commands. Each Archangel has a name. Each Archangel has a pennant where there is a drawing, sometimes the drawing of Pisces, sometimes of Aries, or of Taurus, etc. Each Archangel has a word of power, Impova Yolendo. Each Archangel has a staff of command, a scepter of power, and he supervises the planet Earth for 2,000 years. After 2,000 years, we retire, and another zodiac constellation takes over. The Age of Aquarius that our ancestors called Tandu Kia Kinatimasa and the Bantus from Congo sing songs related to this era. The Prophecies of the Age of Aquarius. At the beginning of the third millennium, at the beginning of a new zodiacal era, in all the countries of the world, where you have lucid and knowledgeable leaders, everyone consults their clairvoyants to tell them about the Age of Aquarius, which began around 2000 and which will end around the year 4000. It will be characterized by what? What are the upheavals that Aquarius will bring? Will it have stimulation of negative actions by its energies? It is enough that this constellation pours its energy on the sun, and the sun, which sends us light, ntemo, heat, mbao, and life, moyo. The sun will therefore send us a light, a heat, and a life which are colored by the energy that the constellation has poured on the sun. So at the beginning of a new era, all the countries of the world, led by clairvoyants, consult their clairvoyants to tell them we are entering the Age of Aquarius. It will last 2,000 years. What are the characteristics of Aquarius? But if they learn that Aquarius will bring several wars on planet Earth, and well, the countries led by great statesmen, they will begin to prepare to manufacture weapons to wait for the wars that Aquarius will bring. But if we tell you that Aquarius will begin by stimulating the spirit of national selfishness, and the great statesmen will begin to prepare to say, when this spirit will be stimulated, whatever this spirit will be subdued towards the end of an era. Because always towards the end of an era, it will advocate good. But suppose that at the beginning of this era, when the good grass and the bad grass will grow following the influences poured on the planet, there will also be stimulation, for example, of the spirit of selfishness. Well, the countries that are led by clairvoyant statesmen will say, but how are we going to take advantage of this stimulation of national selfishness? They will put strategies that will allow them to plunder certain countries of the world, the weak countries. They will put strategies that will allow them to emerge. Those are what is happening in China currently, in Japan, in the USA, in Europe, everywhere where you have real statesmen in power. Many people in Central Africa are against the Kingdom of Kongo because they do not know that the Kingdom of Kongo was not founded by a man, but it was founded on the order of an archangel. Archangel MAGES Kongo, who asked the Bakongo Magi, prophets, to found the Kingdom of Kongo, that the Lord of Kongo would start using this kingdom to illuminate the heart of Africa. Archangel MAGES Kongo told me that in the distant past, in the name of Lord of Kongo, the beings of space, they are creative geniuses, civilizing gods, had attempted a first major experiment in the head of Africa in Egypt. After centuries of glory, Egyptian civilization has sunk. In the name of Lord of Kongo, the beings of space, they are creative geniuses, civilizing gods, have decided that the next experiment of major civilization of worldwide scope that they will initiate in Africa will start from Ntimansi, in the heart of Africa, in the land of the Bantu. It was from this moment that it was decided to take the Bakongo, who lived in the north of Africa and the Middle East, at that time, had to be brought to Central Africa to prepare Central Africa for this great event. which will be signed by Nkwatulendo, the powerful being. But the great Nabi Kongo, the Kongo initiates, calls him by his Nkumbu Kinganga, his initiatory name, which is Nkwavandu, bald head, Mwanango, son of leopard, Yenkwamvuala Yatundu, the man with the yellow cassock. And in symbolic language, the Archangel of Congo, the Simbi Kia Kongo, NE MUANDA KONGO, said to the Bakongo Magi that, "I want to found a kingdom of Congo, which must be a great boa, which must swallow all of Central Africa. When a boa, mboma, swallows an animal, this animal, and the boa become one flesh." When the Kingdom of Congo should swallow all of Central Africa would become the Kingdom of Congo. This means that all the tribes of Central Africa will become the tribes of the Kingdom of Congo. So, totally swallowed by Congo, totally Congolese physically and mystically, all of Central Africa, Ntimansi therefore, would become a single country of confederal type, called Congo. At this supreme stage of physical and mystically integration of Central Africa, all the citizens of Central Africa would henceforth be called Bena Congo, while the country of Bakongo would be called at that stage the region of Kakongo, the old name Congo, having been ceded to all of Central Africa. Because the old mission of the Kingdom of Congo has become the mission of all of Central Africa Congolese mystically. Because in accordance with the plan of the Lord at Congo, all of Central Africa has become the Kingdom of Congo, the new Congo, the initial nucleus of the Kingdom of God on this planet Earth. But there are already nervous people who do not want to be told about the Kingdom of Congo. But why did Lord of Congo give his prophecies to the Bakongo Magi? Many people in Central Africa are against the Kingdom of Congo because they do not know that the Kingdom of Congo was not founded by a man, but it was founded on the orders of an archangel called Archangel Mwanda Kongo, who asked the Bakongo Magi to found the Kingdom of Congo, that Lord of Congo would start using this Kingdom of Congo to illuminate the heart of Africa. The Kingdom of Congo is the engine of this plan of God for Central Africa. This is why the Funza, the Vita Kimpa, the Mbiandangunga, the Kimbangu, the Lesambumba, the Matai Muanda, the Impadi Makengo, the Muandan Semi, etc. always come to be born in the cultural space of the Kingdom of Congo to revive this plan of God, said NE MUANDA NZEMI. So, the Archangel Mwanda Kongo, who asked the Bakongo Magi to found the Kingdom of Congo, that Lord of Congo will start using this Kingdom of Congo to illuminate the heart of Africa. Because the beings of space had tried a first experience of a major civilization by the head of Africa in Egypt after centuries of glory, when Egypt began to sink. The beings of space said that the next experience of civilization of world scale that they will try will leave in the heart of Africa. At that time, Central Africa was inhabited by pygmies, and it was asked that to prepare Central Africa for this event, which will be signed by Nkwatulendo, a certain community was taken, the Congo community, which inhabited the north, the Middle East, to descend towards the heart of Africa, and they were asked to found a Congo kingdom, which must receive the wisdom of the light of the sun, ZITADIANZA. ZITADIANZA is the sun of the center of the galactic world, this constellation that our ancestors called Nzila Zombo. Nzila Zombo means the way of the uncle. It is this galaxy that the West calls the Milky Way. And at the heart of this Nzila Zombo, we find a great sun that we call ZITADIANZA, which means the sun of the center of the world. It is the sun Sirius, because it is in this companion, B of the sun of ZITADIANZA, is the famous star Mbwetete Kakongo, from where the extraterrestrial Nenzalam Pandu came. The beings of space brought the Bakongo to Central Africa. God had promised them to give them prophecies each time, to provide them with information that the Bakongo must be responsible for extending this over the entire extent of Central Africa. So the Bakongo must prepare the heart of Central Africa, because when the heart of Africa is well calibrated, it will send holy blood throughout Africa. And the Lord of Congo gave prophecies to the Bakongo Magi at the beginning of a new era, at the beginning of a new century. At each great tournament of history, there were prophecies to say, here is the continuation, this is what will be. The Bakongo have been in Central Africa for several centuries. The Bakongo lived in the north of Africa, in the Middle East, but when these people existed there were Bakongo Magi, who existed, who received prophecies. When the Mage Mbemba Zulu, Eagle of the Sky, arrived in present-day Zimbabwe, the Bantu were not there yet in present-day Zimbabwe. Arrived in Zimbabwe, the Mage Mbemba Zulu dies, and another mage becomes the leader of the Congo people. It is Nkulu Isanusi. He too had succeeded in prophecies, and at the death of Nkulu Isanusi, the Bakongo enter the Kalahari Desert, while some lost children of the Congo people descend towards the south. They will populate the KwaZulu. They become the Zulus of South Africa. Because the Zulus of South Africa have the same ancestors as the Bakongo. But in the Kalahari Desert, it is a lady, a mother who had led the Congo people. She was called Yaya Mpangala Kwa Mabenavua. Yaya Mpangala, the woman genie with 9 breasts. It seems that she had 9 breasts. It is a symbolic language of great initiates. And we arrived in Congo Diampangala Nzundutadi, this region where the Kunene and Kuvangu rivers flow. When we go out in this region, the Bakongo will enter Congo Diamulaza. The mage Kodi Puanga will walk on a stone. He left his footprints there. Go to Bandundu. We will show you his footprints there on which he had walked on the stone. And when the Bakongo left Congo Diamulasa, we arrive in Zimba in Manianga, where the great warrior Tuti Diatia will receive great initiations from the great initiator Nembakala Nzondo, Netuti Diatia, which will become Nesengele Mbele, which means a knife without a handle. It is a symbolic language of great Congo initiates called NE MUANDA KONGO. So during their migration, the Bena Congo, the Bakongo, were always guided by Magi who reserved the prophecies. Mikhail Massa, video share and subscribe and comment for more.